Right, yeah, because
I'll be good.
you're
I'm
doing
good
this.
behavior.
Yeah, you're on good behavior.
Kim smacked me during the video.
Yeah, so. Hello, Kim Barber here, your neighborhood real estate expert with Kim Barber Group, and Joey.
Donofrio, your local home inspector with Donofrio and Associates Property Inspections.
Yep, so we are here today to go over a bunch of different things, but today we want to talk about radon.
Radon.
Right, so two different perspectives. As part of the sale, there is a radon inspection.
Yep.
So there's the buyer who wants the inspection and the homeowner whose home is being inspected. And I get questions all the time like, buyer, do I need one and why? Homeowner, seller, why do they need to do one? I've been living in this house. So let's cover first, why, from a buyer's perspective, what is radon and why is it needed and what happens?
Yeah, so radon happens from uranium deposits underneath your soil, and then it comes into your home through the ground, through your foundation. And radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States.
Wow.
So that's why
I don't think a lot of people know that.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that. And I think it's about 40 to 45% of lung cancer cases are from non-smokers, smoking being the first cause of lung cancer. And those aren't my stats. Those are
other stats. I've definitely seen that because people are like, whatever, radon. And I've been living with radon and I'm like, yeah, there's maybe a reason why there's cancer in lungs. I don't know. But that's what I read, and I know it's a big cause and problem.
Well, short-term exposure is not going to harm you, so don't worry if you just moved into your house and you didn't get a radon test. But the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, recommends every house get tested for radon. Okay. That's every house get tested for radon, and that's their recommendation.
Irregardless. Now, wait a minute. Is that just if you have a foundation? Because, like, if I'm up on the top level of a condo, do I need a radon inspection?
They recommend every house get tested for radon. So every house, even if you're on top level, the percentages are low. Okay. But you can still have high levels of radon because buildings and houses, radon is a gas that's 8 times heavier than air. Okay. So that's why when we test for radon, we test at the lowest possible livable space in your house.
Okay, which is the basement or the main level.
But houses don't just sit stagnant. We circulate air through our HVAC system. And so if you have a building controlled condo unit, that's your HVAC, your heating, cooling is controlled by the building. Okay. I mean, where's that air coming from and where is it getting pulled from? Right. So there is still a chance. And we've heard the myths like, oh, we don't need to get a radon because it's entry level, or it's first floor, it's on the second level.
I mean, certainly.
Or there's a walkout basement, or there's tons of windows, or I open my windows all the time. And those are all myths. Okay. Opening up windows does not lower the results of a radon test.
Oh, really? Because I thought they always had to like...
Doesn't lower, it will screw with them. It will mess with them.
It's fine.
Yeah, mess with them. But it's...
We're real people.
We're real people. Screw. It will mess with the results, but it could raise them. It could lower them. Because if I open up windows, I kind of do the same thing as running an HVAC system, right? So I start pooling air and circulating air, and that air comes from cracks in the slab where your slab meets your foundation. Okay. And this place that we're sitting on right now has a poor concrete foundation. Right. There's no slab. They just didn't dig out a basement.
Right. Okay.
So a lot of it, and then it comes up through there through running HVAC systems and how we live.
Okay. So from a buyer's perspective, they want to obviously make sure that the house is safe and test it. From a homeowner trying to sell perspective, maybe you've been living there and it wasn't important to you
at the time.
But it could be that with all respect, that we didn't know about it. Yeah. We didn't think that it was a concern. Any of those things. But from a safety point of view, it's important.
Yeah, and like anything, like back in the day, we didn't have as much information as we do about radon.
You're older when you say back in the day.
Back in the day. And now we have a lot of information, and so it's like the devil you do know versus the devil you don't know. Right. EPA recommends retesting every 2 years. Wow. Okay. And levels 4.0 or above, they recommend remediation.
Okay. So then, how do you fix it?
Easily. So radon is so easy to fix. You install a PVC pipe, almost like a drain pipe,
Okay.
and you drill it below the foundation or below the slab.
Okay.
And then you install a fan to it, so you pull air from below the slab
Okay.
out, and then it exhausts out the side of your house typically, and above your roof line. And so you take air from below the slab, and then you exhaust it above your roof line. And it's very easy to fix. It's like a $1,200 fix.
Or I've
average.
seen them $850.
$850,
It depends on
$1,500.
the location,
Yep.
the size of your house. I mean, if you've got like a walkout basement, logic, right?
Yeah. So just because a house has radon, or maybe your neighbor has radon, does not mean that you shouldn't buy the house that you love.
Right.
It's a fixable thing. Every house has a certain level of radon in it.
Right.
We just want to make sure that it's below 4.0.
Okay. And if it's at a 4.0?
It fails. So 4.0 or above, it fails. Recommend remediation. Below 4.0,
Okay.
retest every 2 years.
All right. Good. So buyers, homeowners, that's the story.
Cool.